the role of women and girls has ensured the stability, progress, and long-term development of nations. Women serve as educators, global volunteers, and more. Women's formal and informal labor can transform a community from a relatively autonomous to a participant. Taking a closer look at the contribution of women in national development, this is Youth Dialogue. I am Jada Masonko, and we have an interesting show for you this evening. We will have a conversation with Ida Fall, an auto mechanic technician who is doing it big and a source of inspiration for a lot of young girls who want to venture into STEM. We will also have a conversation with Fatou Jam, who wants to contribute to national development through her campaign against endometriosis. We also have Maria Tuba, the author of the book A Mysterious Village. We will have a very fruitful conversation with these women and one young girl. Welcome back from that break. Before we went for the break, I mentioned that we will have Ida Fall, who is an auto mechanic technician. And when I look at the background and I look at her, I'm like, this is an individual with two different sides, which is quite inspirational. Welcome to the show, Ida.
Thank you so much, Jainova.
Yes, Ida, one might want to know what you studied in high school.
I did business studies.
You did business studies in high school. And then how did this happen from business studies to an auto mechanic engineer? Talk to us about this. This is interesting.
Exactly. When I graduated in 2013, I went on studying ICM in business studies. Then when I graduated, the hunt for job was too severe on my side. So I know something has to be done. So that's how I start going into researches, checking why there is a big job gap in our system. Then I find out something very interesting. That is, most of us, the young people, are more eager to go to the formal sector more than the informal sector. Then I know something has to happen. And also, business, it's the dream of my mom. I'm very fussy. I like exploring things. I like solving problems. And the only answer to that was to venture into auto mechanic field. Because if you look at the car, there is so much problem to solve in it. So that's how I ventured into it.
Okay, so how did your mom feel, considering the fact that you had to leave her dream, that is business, to now venture into auto mechanic? How did that feel?
Actually, I can see that my mom was my biggest obstacle. Because she would be like, no, you're not going to do that. Because I didn't blame her at first. It's because the way society view a girl in a male-dominated field rather than how they used to call it. Because society thinks that a woman's place should be in a, let me say it, a quite decent job in an office with high heels, bags and stuff. So my mom didn't like the idea at all. The first day I mentioned it, she was laughing. So everybody thinks that I was joking while I was so serious about it. So when she sees that I'm getting serious and serious, I start going to school, start going to the garages, to Parker. I live at Laterkunda at the Parker. So a lot of Nigerians, I start asking questions. I was so curious about it. So that was that's when the war at home started.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine.
Exactly. So she was telling me that you not do it in my house. Actually, sometimes I would just even come home and she would telling me that you're smelling. Don't come inside my house dressing like that. You know that. So it was, the stereotyping was so bad outside. So you see it talking from my mom, friends, society outside.
So how was society at large seeing you in your overall and your big boots?
So the thing was like, okay, when I was growing up, I like fashion. I like wearing things. I like makeup. I like going out. So when they see me change, being that girl in the, you know, in the technical field, so ambitious about whatever I was doing. So people were viewing it in another way around. So some of my cousin friends will be telling me that you're dark now, you're ugly, you don't go out as usual, you know. So it was, but I always tell them that if you believe whatever you're doing, you achieve it. And passion is priceless. I'm so passionate about whatever I am doing. So that is just priceless for me. Nobody can stop it from doing what I really love doing.
So how does it feel that you were that outgoing girl and now you're doing this? What is the difference? How do you see yourself now as a person?
Now, how do I see myself? Is like I see myself as a role model. I see that I have a talent. that it was inside me that nobody else see except me.
Yes.
Then I step out, go and look for that talent until I own it, and now here I am. So I'm always, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I was like, hey girl, I'm proud. Despite the stereotyping, the problems and everything, but you were able to manage and correct yourself and stand where you are today.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely so proud.
Oh my gosh, I'm proud of you, girl.
Thank you
I am
so
proud
much.
of you. And I know that the people who are watching are as well proud. So talk to us about having to learn this. Did you get to learn it, or you learn it on the job being an apprentice, or how did that go?
Yeah, at first I started being an apprentice at Ali's Garage, just one Baba.
Okay, shout out to him then.
Yes, shout out to my daddy.
Yeah.
Then I went to SOSTPC. That's where I study auto mechanic technician.
Okay.
And then I was taking some online programs, you know, on car electronics, car diagnostics. So I keep on learning. I keep on learning. I'm still learning.
Okay. So it means for the young people who are watching out there who are interested in this, they can watch online tutorial. It helps?
Yeah. Most of the works are all on YouTube.
Okay.
So if you want, even if you want to build an engine, you just have to have your tools, go on YouTube. Everything now is modernized. Everything is there. So anyone who want to work on cars, who want to have a career in automotive, start it now.
Yeah. You can
even if you have your own car, there are certain things, many of them, you can change your oils, you can change your filters, you just need the tools. You can even diagnose your cars. All of these tutorials are on YouTube. You can watch them, download it on your phone, and work on your cars.
Okay, and also go get the certificate. I think that is important as well.
The certificate is more important. It's really important, and yeah, I just encourage all of them to come and do it.
Okay.
It's not hard. It's not hard. It's very easy.
Okay, and can this pay the bills? Because sometimes young people will say, "Man duma duga si façon liggéey boo xam ne man duma si am dara." Xam nga rek? Sometimes you know how young people are, and when it comes to money, money is not everything, but at least it should at least pay some kind of bills that you need as a young girl. Is it doing that?
Exactly. You know, when the one reason why I love being an auto mechanic technician is like you get paid every day.
Oh my God.
You don't need to wait until the month ends.
Gis naa ne ku bëgg xaalis nga
torop sa. So mangi fàttali ko bu mu doon start, you know, su ma xamee ne sa kër du ma fa am lunch.
Wow.
But dama dee dem school, su ma paree dem garage, xam naa ne nu tuuti su ma ñibbi, I will go home with $200. And imagine having that. You buy your credit, buy your bread, buy your everything. So you paid every day. You get paid every day for whatever you are doing. So you don't need to wait until end of month. That's the most important, and this is the sweetness of having a skill. You own it yourself.
Exactly. That's
you decide on when to work, how to work, and how to pay.
Exactly. Man, sometimes dama dee toog di tooñ suma cameraman yi fii nii ñu maa liggéeyal di leen wax ne yéen nañu ëpp xaalis parce que yéen seen liggéey bi benn bés mun nañoo fay.
Exactly. te ñoom ñoo la ëpp xaalis. ñoom dañoo am te jóge fii dem ci xew bi dem fii. So you know they decide on how to be paid.
Exactly.
So school is very important, but skill also is very important.
te man gis naa ne léegi dañ tollu si benn jamono bi nga xam ne sax da ngaa gis kuy dem university di ut beneen skill bu moo def.
Gis nga lu ma ñëw léegi nii lu ma sol nii. suma rakam mu ma ko ñëwal.
jeex na
mi ngi def accountancy in the University of the Gambia. and also ñëwkat la. so bu ma ko waxee damaa ñëw fii nii mi ne ma ne ok léegi xaaral ma ñëwal la nii.
It's an example. Wow, this is a perfect example. Wax dëgg. waaye ay da man sax dama tollu foo xam ne man si suma bopp damaa dem uti skill. man damaa uti skill.
it's important bii dox gis nga boole ko jaxas mbaxas la. ki ma fii def fii la suul bukki suli bukki comme ni koy waxee.
dëgg la so xam nga ñu ngi fi am ñeneen tamit ñu war a indi te due to time constraints waaye bëgg naa rek pour nga wax ak suñ yaay yu nekk si biti parce que yow joxe nga exemple ne yow am nga pour dunda sa yaay bëgg nga def lii te gis nañ ne loolu bëri na torop si biir Gambia bi tem nga wax ak nit sa mu ne la man de suma yaay lii la bëggoon ma def waaye lii laa end up def so lan ban message nga am pour wax yaay yu nekk si biti pour ñuy bàyyi seen doom yi ñuy def loo xam ne loolu lañ bëgg.
waaw lu ma wax suñ parents yi suñ papa yi suñ yaay yi suñ tanta yi suñ nijaay yi suñ maam yi suñ mag yi lu ma leen di wax moo nekka ne soo amee doom seetlul sa doom nekkut dama dee wax comme démb rek laa ko doon wax suma yaay ma ne ko ne results define sa life.
waaw
am na xale yoo xam ne baax neen academically they are very good. waaye am na ñoo xam ne yàlla mooy bindañu te am na ñoo xam ne métier lañ mun. so seen doom yi suñ bëggee métier. forcé leen gars yi. bàyyi leen ñu dem métier. ndaxte àdduna bi fii yëpp métier mooy tax. ñu toog office sa métier moo tax ñu toog fi wala suñ néegi maçon yaa ko samp dañ am métier télé yu ñoo seetaan technicians engineers ñoo ko defar suñ téléphone yi ñoo ko defar suñ daala yu ñoo sol suñ mbubay suñ boppay so everything basically ñun mënu ñoo dox without skills so maa ngi ñaan waajur yi nañ bàyyi seen doom yi ñu jànga skills because it's something very important foo mun di dem ci àdduna bi danga ko yóbbu right now yow Jaynaba TV presenter nga exactly foo dem ci wall bi it's a skill mun nga wax tabarakallah mashallah waaye xëj nga dem Sénégal am ku la daaxa wax waaye xëj na yaa ko daaxa ñëw o mun nga defar daala so you know it's a bonus to whatever you have so maa ngi leen di ñaan nañ bàyyi xale yi bu sa doom wax ne damaa nekk fita damaa nekk kapinta nga naan ko ne lii liggéeyi baa doole boobu lal booy tëdda kapinta baa ko defar néeg boo toog maçon baa ko defar moto booy dugga fita baa ko defar yii ñooy am ñoo nekk yoo xam ne dañ war a pousse xale yi te ñu def ko and maa ngi ñaan tam education bi nañ ko put in our curriculum nañ ko start from the grassroots level nañ make sure school bu nekk am a technical course as a core subject buñ xaar ba xale yi graduate ñuy confusion rek la dama di gis xale yu bari dañ di ñëw ni na ma ok man xaw ma lan laa bëgg a nekk dem nga ba jeexal grade 12 xamuloo loo war a
dafa ñaaw
and Jaynaba ñun ñëpp we are confused we are the same victim so maa ngi ñaan suñ parents yi nañ ñu jàppale ñu dem ndaxte ñoom suñ su jàpput rek duñ dem
wax dëgg duñ dem de fii la ñoo des wax dëgg ma bëgg a xam in the next 3 years fan nga bëgg a gis sa boppa
right now Jaynaba man lan laa gën a bëgg suma xol bi moo nekk in next 3 years lan laa gën a bëgg suma xol bi moo nekk I want to see most of our girls, most of our youths are well equipped with skills that will benefit them. Because hangalon may problem amal sa bopa dafa ne. Bes bu nekk nga liggéeyal sa bopa dafa ne. And I want to see myself as the biggest car entrepreneur.
Maa ngi doon bëgg a wax loolu nga indi ay ndaw tam ñu liggéeyal la.
Exactly. That's the goal.
Waaw dëgg la Aida mu ngi nii de yéen a ngi ko seetaan am ku fi bëgg a ubbi business yi auto mechanic shop rek mu ngi nii jigéen la te xam nga jigéen tamit ñun we have some negotiation skills. Sometimes nga gis ne ñun suñ jokkalante ak suñ customers yi daf dee baax ba nga bëgg a dee dañ dee bëri customers. ba pare dañoo bëgg a ñëwaati sax.
Exactly. And mind you gis nga ñun si luñ lee def rek dañ ko dee defa tey.
wax dëgg
so luñ defar ñoo ko dee gën a mun a defar sax.
waaw loolu la
so dem leen ci jàngaay am na jàngaay yoo xam ne I have some girls. You know they are doing very well in painting. In making shoes. You know fashioning. Carpentry. Solar installation. Shout out to all of you guys. You guys are doing very well. I'm super proud of you. And we have a camera lady.
Doing the filming as we speak.
Exactly. Hands up to you, ma.
Okay, final words before we leave here. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate this.
Thank you so much, Jaynaba, for having me today. I'm honored to be here. You're doing a really great job. Inspiring. Keep it up too.
Thank you.
And I want to tell everybody that if you want, no matter what you want to do, get up, do it. Get up, do it. Let nothing stop you from achieving your dreams. You know yourself better than anybody else. Get up, do it. If you want to be a mechanic, do it. If you want to be a carpenter, do it.
If you want to be a singer,
do it.
Yes.
If you want to be a comedian, do it.
These
things are giving us money, and it's the 21st century. Let us go and earn whatever is out there. We are all talented in our own ways.
Thank you so much for coming, Aida. This was a very, very brilliant conversation. We will go for a short break. When we come back, the show continues. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, viewers, from that short break. We had Aida Fall there, a very inspirational conversation we had. I mentioned that we will also have a young lady who is Fatou Jom, who wants to contribute to national development through her campaign against endometriosis. I'm hearing this particular disease for the first time, and I know I'm not the only person. Viewers are there as well. For some, this might be the first time for you hearing this, and I think it's quite interesting to have a young person fighting against this. Welcome to the show, Fatou.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Fatou, what motivated you to fight against this particular disease?
The thing is, like, there's so many women out there who are suffering from endometriosis, and the thing is, most of us are suffering in silence, and because of the stigma and also the you don't know what people gonna think about it if you speak up. So I've been suffering from endometriosis for a very long time, and I was like, you know what, the time is now. I can't be silenced forever. So I decided to create a campaign called Let's Fight Endo, so that I can educate all the women who don't know much about the disease. And like you say, not a lot of people know about endometriosis.
So this is going to be a good conversation because you're going to educate us today because this is completely new. Talk to us about your experience suffering from this particular disease.
Okay, when I first moved to Minnesota, it was like 2001. And later, 4 years later, I started having pain, like in my abdominal area. But I have no clue what the pain was. But at first, I thought it was like, well, I'm a female. Maybe it's just like a menstrual pain. So I didn't think nothing of it, like at all. So later, it started getting worse. I was like, you know what, I need to start seeing my doctor. So when I go see my doctor, he said the same thing. Oh, it's just menstruation pain. It's nothing. It's just normal. So I've been going into the hospital in and out for a good 8 years. So when I get married, I was like, you know what, this is getting worse. So my doctor was like, you know what, I can't figure out what's going on. We try everything and still nothing. So then he sent me to an OBGYN specialist. And then that's when they decided to do a surgery to find out what was going on. And later they realized that I have endometriosis. Something I have no clue. I was like, okay, what's endometriosis?
Yeah, I get that. So I think it's important to talk to a doctor to see the technical terms that are all there to educate the people more when it comes to what this disease is about and what causes and what is the treatment. So we visited a doctor to tell us what this disease is really about. We will take a short break, take a look at that, and when we return, the conversation continues. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
My name is Dr. Ahmed Jire. I am the Chief Medical Officer in Sharab Medical Center. Our topic is about endometriosis. Endometriosis, it is a disease that is not very uncommon. To explain it simply in a simple language to everybody to understand, it's like the woman uterus or the womb where the baby stays. So it's lined by something called endometrium. So this is where the baby stays. So this endometrium, it's made to be inside the uterus. In endometriosis, what happens is that that lining developed somewhere else outside the uterus, like on the ovaries, on the tube, sometimes on the bowels. So what happens is when the period comes, or when the lady is about to see her menstruation, the pain moves to those areas, and it will give the lady a severe pain with bleeding. So this is, in a simple word, how to explain the endometriosis. No, endometriosis definitely, I mean, there is a temporary treatment for endometriosis and a complete treatment for endometriosis at the same time. It depends on the severity of the case, of course. The first line of management, of course, of endometriosis is the contraceptive pills. Ladies used to take our hormonal treatment. Of course, those are like temporal treatment. Some ladies, if they don't take those medication, they will still suffer from pain during their menstruation, severe pain during their menstrual cycle. Another treatment, of course, is some people goes all the way to hysterectomy, to remove the whole womb. That's in the severe cases, but it's very uncommon. Definitely should be treated, because if it left untreated, it can lead to other things, to has consequences, of course. It is incurable in the sense of there is no definitive treatment for it, yes, of course. Yes, as I said, it depends on the type of treatment. Regarding the contraceptive pills and the hormonal contraceptive pills is available. And contraceptive pills, there are some types who are very cheap and types are expensive. Hormonal treatment are very expensive, of course, and this is not like in the middle class population in the country is sometimes difficult to afford all the time. But the contraceptive pills, those are the ones that are really very affordable for the middle class people and the low class people that can buy it and use it easily. Actually, it is difficult to determine that, but I can tell you that most of the time endometriosis as a sickness, it is misdiagnosed in many cases. Even in developed country, it's difficult to diagnose endometriosis. There is lack of awareness about it, and the lack of the facilities to diagnose endometriosis also as well, and the expertise at some point. So there's many cases left untreated. Many cases, unfortunately, doctors are not able to diagnose them because they present sometimes late, or maybe they present sometimes very early, and lack of follow-up from the patient. It's multifactorial. There's a lot of factors that contributed into this. One thing I'm sure about it, it's one of the leading cause of, of infertility ladies, they can't have kids. Some of them, they can't have kids when they have endometriosis. It's one of the leading cause of it. The relationship between endometriosis and cancer, I'm not quite sure. There is some statistics that shows that definitely there is a link, but I'm not quite sure of the percentage between endometriosis and the cancer. Thank you so much for the interview, and I hope, the information are useful for the viewers, and thank you so much.
Everybody needs a place to unwind, a place to call home, a place to kick your feet up and just breathe. Now I know of a place just like that, where you can experience the cool ocean breeze in a serene environment. Kir Noflai. Care Finder brings you Kir Noflai at Sanyang Sea View with comfortable, ultra-modern 3-bedroom compounds. Kir Noflai, all for $2.5 million with legitimate documentation. All that is required is 25% down payment and the rest payable in 1 year. Kir Noflai at Sanyang Sea View. Extra features available upon request. For more information, contact 349-1106 or 727-0049 or 382-5884 or 280-2922. Kir Noflai. With Kir Finder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Light. From the beginning of time, light has been there.
It is integral to our survival and to our way of living.
We need light to work,
To build.
to grow things, and even to see our loved ones.
Light makes things easier and better.
So QCell has changed the way you buy Q-Power to make it easier and more accessible.
You can now access the same service quickly and get your cash power tokens instantly with the new QCell Q-Power code.
To light up your world, simply dial *363#.
With the touch of your fingers,
With ease and convenience from the comfort of your home or office,
you can bring light into your world instantly with *363#.
Q-Power, lighting your world.
QCell Sunyabus.
We innovate, others follow.
Welcome back from that break. Like I mentioned before we left here, that we have to see a doctor to actually find out what this disease is really about. And here, you've seen the doctor talk about what this disease is all about. And we have a young lady fighting against this disease. So still on the experience that you had having this disease, did you get any stigma kind of thing around your family or your friends having to suffer from this?
No, I mean, thank God that my family is very supportive.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, at first, when it first started, like, we have no clue.
Okay.
I thought it was just pain.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in my living room, next thing you know, there's this sharp pain coming to my stomach. And it just doesn't stop there. It starts traveling to my back. So I would scream so loud that my dad would come, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Come, like, in one of the, like, the fareo. But, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that kind of thing.
exactly.
Wow.
But they have no clue, and I have no clue, too, at first, until later when I did the laparoscopic surgery.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that they can tell that you have the disease.
Yeah.
So that's why the disease, to be diagnosed for the disease, it's delayed. Because no doctor want to go through surgery just to figure out what's going on in the stomach. So that's why for me, it's like, thank God later when my family find out and everybody else find out, they start to support me, my friends and everybody else. Most of them didn't know what endometriosis was until I told them. So everybody started doing their own research like you did to educate themselves. So, but I haven't, like, so far I have so many supports from friends and family. Yeah.
Okay, so why are you wearing yellow? And I can see the yellow ribbon, so I don't know. Is it the
like
color for the
yeah,
disease?
exactly. Like yellow is the color for endometriosis. Like cancer, there's pink. So I created think yellow, think endo. So it's not like politics or anything, but it's mostly for the disease.
Yeah, it's nothing political to make it.
Exactly,
This is the official color of this particular disease.
Exactly.
I think it's good that you're making this clear on this particular platform. So now let's talk about what measures are you taking in order to fight against this?
We create a Facebook page and also an Instagram page.
Yeah.
So I'm also creating a support group for the women who are suffering in silence. Because I have so many phone calls here, and most of the women are like, I don't want people to know about it. So can I just talk to you in secret? I was like, so why not? Because like I said, not everybody's brave enough to come out. Because the thing is, like, as soon as you come out, people might think, oh, so you have endometriosis. Thank you.
Yeah, because those are some of the things that people say. So if you have some kind of weird disease, they start saying, Kimom Dumal.
Exactly. So that's why most of the women is like, I was like, that's fine. Yeah. That's why I'm creating a support group, like in private, that if you need help, I can help you, I can educate you, and also I can tell you the treatment option that helps me, that can help you. Because there's no cure for the disease.
There's no cure.
There's no cure whatsoever. And the disease have stages, like you have stage 1 all the way to stage 4. And stage 4 is the worst.
Yeah.
So right now, we're creating a video, and that video is going to have like Sirifo Kanute and Monica. So they're going to play a role of a husband and wife. So they will address the disease in a way of how husband is handling the disease and how the pain that the wife is going through her day-to-day life. So that alone, when people see that, they will understand. So we're also creating a PSA video. And that video will have English, Mandinka, and also in Wolof. So in Gambia, if you don't understand English, you understand Mandinka or Wolof. So that's some of the measures that I'm taking to help educate women and our future generation to know that there's a disease out there called endometriosis that we should do something about.
All right. So do you have any support? Do you have any partners? Are you trying to partner with the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare or anything?
That's the goal. That's something that I'm definitely trying to do. And also the First Lady as well. So yesterday I was at the State House trying to meet up with the First Lady so that he can help us fight this as well. Because it's a woman thing. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, we go through a lot. So we need that support. We need that woman empowerment so that we can make this happen.
Okay, so right now you're using your own funding to make this happen.
Yep, everything is on me. And thank God I have Haidara Karara, who's also behind me 100%.
Yeah, I see him all the time posting stuff about the disease.
He's like my PR. Like, he's pretty much my manager who just run everything, and I thank God for him because I don't know a lot of people here in Gambia that, you know, are in the media, and he's like behind it 100%. And thank to Silvio Canute and Monica also who step up to help. So.
Okay, so are you planning to have school visits? Because grassroots, to me, it's very important.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if you're planning to have school visits to talk about this, because everything starts at school. You have kids, they grow up.
Yes.
So if you want to bring in, this is just a recommendation, like sometimes if you just want to educate people and allow something to grow, it's good to start at that level. I don't know if you have plans in relation to that.
That's definitely a plan to do. Yeah, I'm definitely planning that. Like, it's like, I guess my visit here is very short. So I'm doing as much as I can. And then when I come back, we're going to do more. I'm even planning to work for endometriosis because March is endometriosis month.
Okay,
so,
it's March.
Yeah, exactly. So if you Google it, you will see worldwide, everybody, even in Nigeria, it's very popular there. Like, they have March there every year. So I'm trying to create that here as well. So visiting schools, rural areas, and everywhere is definitely a goal and a plan to do.
All right. So are you planning also to have an organization based in the Gambia? Like we have the Association for Autism, we have the Association for Sickle Cell. Are you planning to have such?
Obviously, yes, that's going to happen.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, because it's not just going to stop here. Like I said, this is going to go not just in Gambia, but it's worldwide. So we're going to have an association here as well, where women can have a platform to talk about it, and also hopefully they can be strong enough to come out and also share their story.
Okay, so thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it, and congratulations for taking the bold step to actually fight against this, because you could have been quiet about it, but you know that you've been through it and you did not know what it is about, and you get to educate other women. So final words before we leave here.
There are so many women here in Gambia who are suffering from endometriosis, and most of them are suffering in silence, and that's because they don't have the support. And I'm urging for everybody to support women who are suffering not just endometriosis, but any disease, because sometimes it's the way we think that makes people to step back.
Exactly.
So I think that we should change the way we think about things and educate ourselves and help people and support them and encourage them so they can come out and be brave enough and share their story.
And I think one problem in relation to this is the fact that this superstitious, supernatural, whatever people call it, about kisu ameli, jigen la domala, munuta am dom, you know, stuff like that. I think that has to change.
That has to stop.
It has to stop. Some of these cultural beliefs, we have to put that aside.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't exist.
It doesn't. It's like there's no way that a disease can stop you. Like I said, it's hard for you to get pregnant.
Yeah.
But you can get pregnant. There's a lot of celebrities out there that's talking about the disease now. And there's a lot of them. Like I was saying, Tia and Tamara.
Exactly.
One of the twins have it, but they have 2 kids. My professor have several miscarriages. A friend of mine have 3 kids, and she's dealing with endometriosis. So you can still get pregnant. It's going to be hard, but if you are married, support your wife. Be there for them. Even if you are not married, have a family support so that they can be there for you. I mean, just because somebody has something, that doesn't mean that it can limit them from what they can or can't do.
Yeah.
It's painful. Like the pain alone is depressing, it's stressful.
Yeah.
And knowing that there's no cure, it's very depressing. So let's support and be there for one another and educate each other and know that there's always hope somewhere.
Yeah, there's always hope. And in the intro, I mentioned that women are contributing immensely to national development. And I think this is one example. Ida Fall is one example. You are as well one example. Women are extremely contributing if they're given the support and the platform to do it. Thank you so much, Fatu, for coming, and good luck in your future endeavors in relation to fighting against this very harmful disease. Viewers, the conversation will continue after that short break. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, viewers, from that short break. I did mention that we will host Maria Tuba, who is the author of A Mysterious Village. She wrote this book at the age of 16 years. Then it means she's a good reader and a good writer as well, because normally we say that when you write, then you're a good reader. So what kind of books do you read, Maria, too?
Yes, I like reading novels, poems, and especially The Merchant of Venice, King Solomon's Mines, and a lot of Gambian poems like Chuka F. Jabang.
And the list goes on.
Yes.
Wow, King Solomon's Mind. This is interesting. So talk to us about how the motivation came for you to start writing. I mean, this is a whole book, people. This is a whole novel. So talk to us about how the motivation came.
Okay, there is a club called the Young Writers at our school, Carnifing.
Carnifing East School.
Yes, Carnifing. And I like writing so much, and the club, they always encourage us to write, keep on writing. So I always write and take it to them. So it motivates me a lot by writing and taking it to them.
Okay, so which means the club that is in the school is where the motivation came from?
Yes.
Okay, so A Mysterious Village. One might wonder why a mysterious village. Talk to us about this village.
Okay, the village is, there's a boy there called Samba. So he's the ugliest in the village.
Okay.
So he later met a mermaid who made him rather the most handsome boy in the village. So as a result of that, he has a friend called Modu, who became jealous.
Okay.
Yes, he plot evils against him, so he made him blind.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, and as a result of that, the lady who made Samba the most handsome boy, he later make revenge for him.
Oh.
Yes, so Samba was blind, so he later looked medicine for him, and he regained his sight back.
Okay, somebody might wonder how did this idea come about? Because I mean, this is a wild idea. The idea is so wild. So what motivated the idea? Did it come to you as in a dream, or you saw this somewhere? You know, how did this come? Or you watched it in a movie?
No, I did not watch it. It just came to my mind like that. I feel like writing it. I say that it is interesting. It might interest people. So I was just think about mysterious thing, and I wrote it.
Okay, so it was just your own wild imagination.
Yes, I just imagine and write it.
Okay, So how was the launching of the book?
Oh, it went well, but as a result of the resources needed, we were not able to do it as the way we want it properly.
Okay.
Because we did not have all the resources needed for the book launching, and in fact, even the printing, it cost us a lot of money.
Okay. So who did the printing for you?
My coordinator, Mr. Jallo.
Your coordinator, Mr. Jallo, did the printing. He paid for it.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys printed at least a few copies.
Yes, we
Do you have it at Timbuktu or somewhere where somebody can just walk in and buy it?
No, we did not have it at anywhere. We have it at the school.
Okay.
Yes.
So somebody who wants the book has to go to the school to buy it there.
Yes.
Okay, how much is one copy?
One is costing for $200.
One copy is costing $200.
Yes.
How are your sales so far?
Better.
Better.
Yes.
Okay, so do you have other ideas of other subsequent books that you would want to write?
Yes, of course. If I have the necessary support, I would love to write more books.
Okay.
And yes, I would like to write more books, more lovely books, and people will find it more interesting, in fact.
Okay, have you started other books, maybe in one of your exercise books or something? Have you started anything?
Yes, I want to start another one. In fact, maybe I have started another one.
Already?
Yes.
Can you tell us the name?
Or maybe I'll keep it as a secret.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna keep it as a secret. So which means people have to go and buy this one so that she can have the money to print the one that she's already working on. Thank you so much, Marietta, for coming to the show. Can you give your final words to young girls like yourself who are out there and want to write a book like yourself? What advice would you give them?
Okay, the advice that I will give them is let them not give up. They should keep on writing, as even if you do not have, just write. It might be necessary one day. It can be important one day. So let them just keep on writing.
Okay. So when you just have the ideas, just put it in an old, you know,
jot it down.
Yeah, jot it down.
Yes.
Because when I was going to school, I can remember Adam Young. When we were at Nusrat Senior Secondary School, she wrote a book at a very early age, and the times that she was writing this book, she used to put them in an exercise book.
Yes.
And like you said, keep on writing. One day she had to launch the book, and it was really, really successful. So let's keep on reading and let's keep on writing. And remember, read, read, read. To be a good writer, you have to read. When you read, you get to know a lot of words, and you get to know some of these writing techniques that are there. So read, read, read in order to get there when it comes to your writing skills. Thank you so much, Maria Tuba, for coming to the show. We really appreciate it, and we'll be watching your progress. We'll be watching, we'll be waiting for the next book. But remember, you have to support her. You need to buy the book and give her some support that she needs in order to develop herself. So I just hope that one Samaritan is out there watching to be able to give you a support. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, viewers, we will go for a short break, and when we come back, we will close the show. Viewers, that is all we have for you in this edition of the Youth Dialogue. But before I take a leave, just to remind you that Alima's creation made this dress. I am so comfortable in it. She's right there in Bakau. Walk there, and her numbers are right in front of the screen. Take it and call her, and I believe that she'll be able to satisfy you. Don't forget to connect with us in our different social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. If you have any recommendations, don't hesitate to go there and tell us exactly what you need. Till I come your way next week with other young people doing extremely well across the country, stay tuned.